So my name is Pranal, and I work as IT director in Sobell Rhodes. I actually use it to monitor all the endpoint devices, especially all the laptops. We don't have our own infrastructure because it's hosted, so we don't monitor that. We just monitor everything within the endpoints within our network, and we use the endpoint agents on these laptops to grab all the details off and show it us on the dashboard as to what security aspects or loopholes are there on the devices where the security patches are weak and we need to update them, or there are some products which are unauthorized and have been installed, how we can get back to those users and try to get them uninstalled. Lupasafe does tell us with nice traffic light system as to which devices is also at a very which is flagged up with a lot of issues, which helps us to go back to that device, try to update it, try to resolve it, and ensure that device is loophole free, security loophole free, and can be worry free as well. From my mind perspective, it's completely free for me to not worry about it. The other thing was even the dark web credential scan, which is quite helpful, especially in this day and age where you have a lot of people using the office email addresses in various services, even though having told them not to, but there's always that one off, two off chances where they use it. And of course, the dark web credentials can get those credentials out and use it somewhere else as well. So it helps us to try to trigger or try to find out about those particular users and get them to change the passwords every now and then to ensure safety with regarding to that. And the other things are sending out awareness, cyber awareness training as well, which helps the end users not only work-wise, but also personally, helps them to actually understand how security works, what to look out for, what they need to do if anything happens. So it's quite helpful in that, getting them updated with the current security breaches as well, and all that stuff. The other thing we had done was the phishing assessment test, which was trying to see whether the end users are able to recognize whether a particular email or something is a phishing email or it's a genuine email. So it helps in trying to get that knowledge as well to the end users to ensure what to look out for and to be aware that not to click on certain links because it could be a phishing one. And in those cases, if they are unaware, they always get in touch with their IT team to find out what the issue is. So yeah. So yeah, that's entirely what I use Lupasafe for at the moment. Yeah. What we are paying for and the value we're getting out of it, I can literally say we are getting good value out of it in terms of understanding my environment within the organization. As for other type of quantifiable data I can think about is, from my perspective, being an IT admin, is seeing how many endpoint devices are there on there, how many employees are taking the test or clicking into the test and doing it to make sure they're up to date with the securities knowledge. So that helps me to find out and trickle down to those people who don't and have a word with them saying that it's good if you take this test on, then you'll have a better understanding, not just work-wise but personally as well. And going forward, as cybersecurity is becoming a big issue, it'll help you going forward. If you're working anywhere else as well, anytime in any country. So yeah. So yeah, it does provide that type of data, I guess, for me.